I'm Jeremy for The Armory Life. When the Hellion was very first imported by Springfield Armory in 2022, it immediately swept into the feeds as one of the best modern bullpup rifles that you could buy. Now, the Hellion didn't just come out of nowhere either. It's based on the battle-proven VHS-2 rifle from HS Product in Croatia. The Hellion is a more US consumer-friendly civilian variant of the VHS-2 rifle, which is currently in service for the Croatian military. If you loved the original 16-inch black Hellion, but you want to spice up your collection, Springfield has now released 3 new color variants of the Hellion. Say hello to Desert FDE, Gray, and OD Green. Everything you've come to love about the ferocious and sleek bullpup rifle, now with stunning colors for you to choose. Springfield really knocked it out of the park with these colors. I think the Hellion is probably one of the coolest looking rifles on the market, not to mention the benefits of the bullpup platform. The colors are rich and saturated, giving the Hellion a bold look. As an avid fan of all variations of the color tan, I'm overjoyed that Springfield went the path of the Desert FDE for one of the colors. Out of the 3 colors, I had a really hard time choosing my favorite. They all offer a really unique look that will stand out of the range, but I think old habits die hard, and I cozied right up to the Desert FDE color naturally. For those who might not be as familiar with the Hellion, let me break it down for you. The Hellion is a bullpup rifle, and that's what makes it so unique. A bullpup design is where the action and magazine are located behind the trigger. Generally in, say, an AR-15 design, you will always see the magazine in front of the trigger. By moving the action behind the trigger group, you are now able to reduce the overall length of the rifle. A bullpup with a 16-inch barrel will be nearly as short as an 11-inch short barrel rifle on an AR-15. Now that's pretty cool. The Hellion's overall length measures in at a mere 28.25 inches, giving you a compact rifle with potent performance at close or long ranges. The Hellion feels really solid in your hands. By being mostly polymer and having the stock connected with the body of the rifle, you can get a really good grip on the rifle. It feels comfortable and controllable in your hands. You get all the performance benefits from a 16-inch rifle in a more compact form. Apart from being a compact rifle, the Hellion sports a slew of modern features, making this well worth the price tag. One of my favorite features are the built-in flip-up sights on the top rail. These are a solid and very usable backup iron sight. They are spring-loaded, and when they are in the down position, they blend right into the rail, not taking up any additional space. The barrel on the Hellion is a premium hammer-forged 16-inch 1-in-7 twist with a melnite finish, chambered in 5.56 by 4.5 NATO. The Hellion is a short-stroke piston-operated rifle with a 2-position adjustable gas block for suppressed and unsuppressed shooting. Speaking of suppressors, that is another benefit of the Hellion. You can add a suppressor and your overall length is still quite compact compared to a traditional 16-inch rifle. Some of the ways Springfield modified the VHS-2 into the Hellion was the use of Stanag magazines, an AR-15 grip, and an M-LOK forend. The handguard on the Hellion has integrated M-LOK slots for mounting your favorite lights, lasers, and foregrips. The grip on the Hellion is a BCM Gunfighter Mod 3, which makes holding the rifle much more comfortable and familiar. Finally, the Magwell was designed for use with Stanag magazines, which is what your traditional AR-15 uses. These are the features that really let the Hellion thrive in the US market and be much more comfortable for consumers. Another major feature that separates the Hellion from other bullpups on the market is the addition of an adjustable stock. This allows the shooter to dial in the perfect length of pull to fit your body. Speaking of customizing the rifle to fit the shooter, the Hellion is also 100% ambidextrous, from the controls to the ejection port. For my range time on the FDE variant, I went with a simple EOTech EXPS3 holographic sight. You really can't go wrong with EOTech in my book. I've had them on all my rifles in all conditions, and they've just never failed me. Shooting a bullpup rifle is a pretty new experience, and it'll take a little bit of time to dial in the manual of arms, but once you have it down, it's really quite natural to shoot. It's easy to hold the rifle in place during reloads, and most of your controls are very close into your body, keeping everything tight and easily navigable even in low light or no light environments. The bolt release, mag release, and even the safety are all large buttons with a very tactile feel, allowing ease of use even with gloved hands. The recoil impulse of the Hellion is straight back, rather than feeling the muzzle want to rise. Shooting the Hellion just feels different. It's powerful and downright fun. If you haven't had the chance to check out the Hellion family of rifles, head down to your store or local range and get your hands on one. I'm sure you're going to enjoy the experience, and you'll have even more fun picking your new colorway and kitting it out to fit your needs.